Hello students, welcome back to our online class. So students, take out your EVS book. Today we'll finish the portions left in chapter number 10. So take out page number 72 of EVS book. The Civil Disobedience Movement. In 1930, the British passed the salt laws that banned Indians from making salt. See, Rowlatt Act was passed. Now in 1930, salt laws were passed by the Britishers. And what is all about the salt law? That means the Indian people were banned to make salt, and they knows that salt is the most important thing. Can you live without salt? No, because every Indian what we eat, we used to give salt. Gandhiji launched the civil disobedience movement to protest against this. He began this movement with the Dandi March. He walked with his followers to the sea at the Dandi, where he broke the salt law by making salt from seawater. Now, what is the meaning of civil disobedience movement? That means Mahatma Gandhiji, he disobeyed the laws made by the Britishers by breaking the salt law, and he began a movement called Dandi March. He marched along with his followers to the beach, and he made salt from the seawater, and by that he broke the salt law, and this is called the civil disobedience movement. The civil disobedience movement spread to all parts of India. School, colleges, offices and factories were boycotted. Now this movement also have been spread, and as a result people have boycotted school, colleges, offices, everything. Even the people stopped paying taxes. Foreign clothes and goods were burned. Now the clothes they were, I think those were imported, they used to burn those clothes. The British responded by lathi charging the protesters and putting them in jail, but the people continued their peaceful protest. This might yet peaceful struggle for the independence grabbed the world's attention. The Indian freedom struggle had entered its last and final stage. Now this British, how they responded to this movement, this disobedience movement, they lathi charged, and they have also put many followers in the jail, but still the Indians were protesting, and finally it had reached to the final stage, the World War II and the Quit India movement. And the last chapter we were discussing about World War I, and now World War II began. The Civil Disobedience Movement forced the British to pass the Government of India Act in 1935. Now this was a strong movement, and as a result, the Britishers had passed an act, that is the Government of India Act in 1935. Indians were not allowed to participate in elections and form governments, but these governments had no real power. So, though they had passed in the Government of India Act, the Indians were not allowed to participate in elections and to form governments. And these governments had also no real power. And as a result, see what is the consequences of that. In 1939, World War II broke out. See, the partiality, the discrimination these Britishers are doing, and by that only World War II in 1939 began. The Indian leaders declared that the Indian soldiers would help the British fight the war only if India was given freedom. The British refused. The Congress launched the Quit India movement in August 1942 under the leadership of Gandhiji. The purpose was to make the British to leave India immediately. Gandhiji and other leaders were arrested, and violent protests spread all over the country. In that war, it was declared that the Indians who were working for the Britishers, they can work only for the British only when India will be free from Britishers. And this Congress launched the Quit India movement. Quit India movement, that means the British should quit India and they have to go to their own place in August 1942. And it was under the leadership of Gandhiji, And this protest, and at that time many leaders have been arrested, and these protests have spread all over the world. Demand for Pakistan. In 1940, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the leader of the Muslim League, declared that the Muslim wanted a separate country, Pakistan. Gandhiji and Nehru, however, were against this. So then now there arose a demand for Pakistan. The Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was a Muslim, who was a leader of the Muslim League, now he demanded that Pakistan should be an independent country. Okay, but Gandhiji and Nehru were against his opinion. Subhash Chandra Bose and the Indian National Army. Subhash Chandra Bose or Netaji, as he was lovingly called, did not agree with Gandhiji's non-violent methods of struggle. He formed the Indian National Army (INA) in 1942 to fight against the British. Now Subhash Chandra Bose is also known as Netaji, isn't it? Now, but he did not believe Gandhiji's non-violent method. Now he formed his own Indian National Army, okay, to fight against the British. The Indian National Army attacked the British Army in India from Burma in the east, but was soon defeated. However, Netaji's attempt to fight the British inspired the Indians and strengthened their determination to fight for freedom. Now, the Indian National Army, which was formed by Netaji, they started attacking the Britishers from Burma, okay, but they were defeated. But still, the Indians now they were inspired. Yes, now yes, we can see the hope to make fall of the Britishers. Okay, now India wins freedom. World War II ended in 1945. It crushed Britain's economy. Now it had hit the economy of the British. Unable to continue the fight against the freedom fighters, the British government finally agreed to free India. Before leaving, however, the British divided India into two countries, that is India and Pakistan. And thus, after centuries of foreign rule and years of bitter struggle and suffering, India finally became an independent country on 15th August 1947. So finally these Britishers had to give up India and they made India free. But that also, see, they have divided India into two parts, that is India and Pakistan. Okay, after the bitter struggle, after so much struggle, India finally became independent on 15th August 1947. Okay. So children, we have come to the end of the chapter. So this is a very important chapter. It's a bit difficult, I know, but try to read it and understand well. If any problem arose, you can ask me. Okay, till then, thank you.